What you're doing is actually what Allah commands you to do, which is preparing to make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, making dua to Allah azza wa jal. Not only is it ibadah, worship, but it's the essence of ibadah. So it's not just these are nice things that you want to be making dua for. You have like the essence of tawheed, the essence of your worship of Allah, almost like the purpose of your creation. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, or you've heard this, that I only created mankind and jinn except to worship me, وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ, and then so I've only created human beings to worship me. And then when you look at worship, what is that? Ibadah. The Prophet ﷺ said, "Ad-du'a mukhul ibadah." The dua is the essence of worship. So you were only created to worship, and dua is the essence of that. So when you look at the pillars of Islam on top of this, you've got salah. And all throughout salah is making dua. Some people go into prayer, into their salah, and they just go through the motions, say what they have to say, but they don't actually make dua. They're just going through the motions, okay? Then you got fasting, right? People, again, you can either go through the motions on fasting, it's Ramadan, everybody else is fasting, or you're making dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and taking advantage, duas answered at this time, that time, and so on. Zakah, you're giving it. Hajj, anybody, you'll see anybody goes for Hajj or Umrah, it's all about making dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, beginning to end of that Umrah or Hajj trip. It's all about making dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's promise to answer the dua. This is actually something interesting about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's promise, that the promise is unconditional. Meaning that when you see in the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, "Call on me and I will answer you." So in the Quran, there's not, "Call on me and if you do such and such and such, then maybe I'll answer you." For lack of iman or so on. But they already know that in the Quran and Sunnah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and His Prophet ﷺ already promised that every dua will be answered. I want you to comprehend that. Every dua will be answered. And you couldn't have made those duas unless Allah wanted you to make those duas. And the most amazing thing is actually just giving me goosebumps, that Allah guides you to make dua. And then you make dua and then Allah answers your dua. But Allah was the one guiding you from the beginning. It wasn't that you made it up yourself. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala already answered your dua by guiding you to make dua. Allah already forgave you so that you would ask for forgiveness. And that even tells you right at the end that your dua is already answered. All you need to do is thank Allah. You make dua and you thank Allah that He guided you to that point.